Captain Phasma, it brings me great pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
Thank you, Your Grace.
They didn't tell me that you wore a suit of armor. I heard you were the best with a sword.
You are far too kind, Your Grace. How can I be of service?
There's a man who I need you to bring in to me. He is far too dangerous, and he has committed far too many crimes. Please retrieve him for me. You may take one of my dragons, and when you return, I will make you one of my personal guardswomen.
I am at your service, my lady. Where is this dragon? She can't possibly be serious. More rum, darling.
Jack Sparrow?
Captain Jack Sparrow. I knew you'd be coming, love.
You are under arrest. You are to come with me on charges of larceny, blasphemy, and desecration of the temple of the many-faced god.
Quite a list Danny has cooked up for me. I'd love to further make your acquaintance, love, but I can't. And it's wrong to fight a lady. You're clearly a lot bigger than me. On second thought, let's not do this. Stop in the name of the Mother of Dragons. You will always remember this as the day you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
Damn him. Hello everyone, and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're having a look at the Hasbro Star Wars The Force Awakens 3 3/4 inch scale Captain Phasma. Now the packaging here for Captain Phasma, as you can see, is very nicely done. I really like the portrait they have there of Captain Phasma. Unfortunately, the figure doesn't look to be quite as chrome in appearance as on the picture, and from what we've seen in trailers for the film, so it's a little bit of a bummer, but the packaging looks quite nice. The back of the box gives us a look at the pack-in that you can combine with these three characters there on the side to make a super weapon or something of the sort. It says, clad in distinctive metallic armor, Captain Phasma commands the First Order's legions of troopers. This was one figure I was very excited to get. Really excited about this character, of course. The fact that Phasma is played by the beautiful Gwendolyn Christie, in addition to the fact that we have a female stormtrooper finally in the Star Wars films, is just quite awesome to me. The figure itself looks quite nice from a sculpting standpoint. She's certainly a large figure, but she does look very, very good. Proportions look to be pretty much on par with what we've seen in the promo materials for Force Awakens. Nice silhouette, nice basic posture. There's nothing crazy going on here. The coloring is also very, very nice. Almost kind of like a Darth Vader-ish type quality to her when you look from the back. And Phasma does come with a couple of weapons that we will look at in just a moment. Close up here of the helmet for you. As you can see, it looks quite nice. Sculpt work certainly looks to be quite good. Looks essentially like the Stormtrooper we looked at yesterday from this toy line, though it is a little bit different. The details are a little bit unique to this particular figure. It's got more lines up here on top of the helmet, and it looks like it's got more lines underneath the eyes, the visors, and just a little bit more going on with her. You can even see like the microfiber type look there at the mouth area of the mask, which isn't something that the other Stormtrooper had. So in that respect, it is quite cool. Paint is really, really good. It's not 100% perfect, but it is quite close. The rest of the armor also looks very, very nice. Plenty of sculpted detail going on there. While the armor isn't chrome as it appears to be in the film, it does have a metallic look to it, which is, quite obvious when you look at the figure. You can certainly see the metallic flakes there when I move the figure around. So It could have been better if they would have matched the film a little more closely, but, this is pretty good. Just very, very, very bold-looking character, very large. Her arms look quite nice. The legs look really good. And I do like the cape. The cape is very, very nice. It's kind of like a pliable plastic. Very cool. It's got some pretty good detail in it. The way that she's wearing the cape actually reminds me quite a bit of the Magna Guards from Revenge of the Sith. It just has that kind of look to it. Very, very nice. In the way of articulation, Phasma has a ball joint here at the head. She has swivels at both of her shoulders. And then she has swivels at both of her legs, which go to about a 45-degree angle or so. In the way of accessories, Phasma comes with a Stormtrooper-style blaster. It is different from the one that comes with the First Order Stormtrooper figure. This one looks to have kind of like a champagne sort of coloration to it, along with some black. Overall, it's pretty nice looking. Not only does she hold it in both of her hands, but like with the First Order Stormtrooper, which I hadn't noticed until Joe from Volcanic's Playground mentioned it to me, is that there's a little peg right there, and you can stick it in her leg where you're going to see a little socket right there. So you just push it in, and it stays in there. Super cool. That's a little detail that, Hasbro could very well have ignored, and no one really would have thought much of it. But the fact that they did that, is really, really cool. And again, the Stormtrooper that we looked at yesterday does that as well. Super, super nice. Now, Phasma does come with a pack-in. I'm not really sure what you would call this, but it has like a little spinny wheel type thing. Maybe some kind of a buzz saw or something, some kind of a saw. It's got some color to it. And we get a pamphlet right here that shows us, that you can combine 3 pieces in order to make a weapon. Now, according to the packaging, it looks like the pack-in from Kylo Ren right here does work with this one, and from what the pamphlet says, it looks like you just push it in and then go like that. But then we're still missing a bottom piece, which comes with the Bespin Luke Skywalker figure, which I have no plans to get since that is a repack figure that I already own. And Phasma kind of holds it, but it is a pretty large component, so you do have to lean her back quite a bit to compensate for the weight difference. Give you a comparison there with the other 2, the Force Awakens figures we have looked at previously. If you haven't seen those, I will include links down in the description. As you can see, Phasma and Kylo Ren are about the same height, whereas the Stormtrooper is a good bit shorter than both of them. I know that Phasma should be tall, and I'm assuming that, Kylo Ren is also pretty tall, but the Stormtrooper just seems to be a little bit short. Perhaps that's accurate to the film. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. This is the Hasbro Star Wars The Force Awakens 3 3/4 inch scale Captain Phasma. I came upon my figure at Kmart for $7.99 on Force Friday. It was the only place that I saw this figure, so I am very, very happy to have it in my collection. This was one that I certainly did want. Overall, I think it's a pretty nicely done figure. Sculpt is very nice on it. I really like the cape. I like how it's nice and pliable. Her weapon is quite nice, and it's cool that you can holster it onto her leg. The pack-in, the paint job, should have been closer to the film. I think I would have enjoyed it quite a bit more. But the fact that it at least does look to be metallic, is a good thing. Of course, this is 5 points of articulation. But even so, I think it is a pretty nicely done figure. And all in all, I do like it. And I do recommend it to you for your Star Wars collection. If I was going to give this a rating between 1 and 5 stars, I think I would give this one a solid maybe 3.5. That I don't really do have, so I'll just say 3 stars. All right, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to check us out on Twitter. And as always, I want to thank you for watching Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.